Hello friends, I am back again with something different. Ever wondered who the most biggest bridges in the world is? Yeah, that is what we will be looking at in this video. We will break the list and narrow it down to the 5 most biggest bridges in the world. Let's start. Now, as you know, before we start, I would like you to give this video a like and hit that subscribe button. Number 1. Manchac Swamp Bridge. America's interstate highway system is a massive network that consists of over 78,000 kilometers of roads. Yet, the structure that holds the title for being the longest bridge to be part of it is the Manchac Swamp Bridge. While not the busiest bridge on the planet after all, its 200 daily drivers pale in comparison to the hundreds of thousands that cross the George Washington Bridge in New York. It's nonetheless a solid piece of engineering. Coming in at just under 36.7 kilometers in length, it's considered to be the longest non-toll bridge in the world. Yet, despite this, it certainly wasn't cheap. Located in the middle of a Louisiana swamp, piles had to be driven 76 meters deep in order to keep it in place. The result was a bridge that cost the modern equivalent of $17.5 million per kilometer. Beyond that insane cost, the bridge also stands apart for being pretty dangerous. On the mythical side of things, the swamp that the bridge crosses is rumored to be haunted by a Cajun werewolf known as Rujiru and a voodoo priestess who passed away in 1915. While these claims are very much contested, a very real danger that is certainly not mythical are the alligators that rest under the bridge's twin concrete trestles, waiting to chomp up unsuspecting swimmers. So yeah, it's fair to say that while the Manchac Swamp Bridge is safe, the area around it certainly isn't. Number 2. Danyang Kanchan Grand Bridge. Alright, when it comes to length, the bridge that takes the cake for being the world's longest is the Danyang Kanchan Grand Bridge. Located in eastern China, this bridge measures in at a massive 164.8 kilometers in length, making it 7.5 kilometers longer than its nearest competitor. Now, the bridge was built in an attempt to fix a major transport issue. You see, its location on the rail line between Shanghai and Nanjing in Jiangsu province is relevant because for years, it was extremely difficult to get between these cities on the line. However, thanks to the existence of this bridge, roadway, and train line travel times have improved significantly. For example, the drive between the cities of Hangzhou and Nanjing has gone from around 4 hours to just over 1 hour thanks to this bridge. Given the bridge's location on the Yangtze River Delta, this is super important, as by most accounts, this area is China's most important economic hub. These efficiency savings make the bridge vital to China's economy. So, in order to make sure it stays standing, it was built to withstand typhoons, magnitude 8 earthquakes, and even a direct hit from a 3,000-ton naval vessel. I guess you could say it's prepared for the worst. As you might expect, in order to create this monstrosity, it took a lot of resources. So much so, in fact, that the construction effort employed 10,000 workers, took 4 years to build, and came in at a staggeringly high price tag of $8.5 billion. Yet, now that it's completed, it's evolved into being one of China's most useful infrastructure projects to date. Number 3. The Berna Fjord Bridge. Norway is a country that's covered with beautiful fjords. These are super deep canyons created by glaciers. And while they are very beautiful, they also make travel a bit of a problem. After all, it's very difficult to make infrastructure that can traverse them. So difficult, in fact, that Norway's national highway is an 100-kilometer route that features 7 ferry crossings and takes about 21 hours to cross in its entirety. In order to cut down on this ridiculously long commute, the Norwegian government is looking to spend $47 billion in order to update their highway system. One of the ways that it's going to do this is by finding ways to cut across the fjords that currently require ferry crossings. And the Berna Fjord Bridge is an example of a clever workaround in action. You see, due to their height, it's proven difficult to build bridges that reach the bottom of fjords, so instead, the Berna Fjord Bridge will float. Slated to be the world's longest floating bridge, it will function with the help of 38 floating pontoons. 4 of which will be tethered to the seafloor with cables. The whole thing will then be tied with cables to each side of the fjord to prevent wobbling. The end result will be a 5-kilometer-long bridge. The hope is that such a bridge will last for at least 100 years. And this will be possible because each part will be completely replaceable. And while this plan does sound a little nuts, it turns out that this type of technology has already been used to help support oil platforms in the past. So, architects are confident that the designs could be used for bridges. However, only time will tell whether or not this beautiful bridge will be a success.